Good afternoon, Mr. Ariana. Mr. Adit, so sorry.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Can you hear me well?
Sorry?
Can you hear me well?
Oh, yes.
I think my connection is having trouble because my picture keeps freezing.
Oh, but the sound is good, I think.
The sound is good. Okay, thank you. So how are you today?
I'm fine.
You're wait, I'm fine, but
Thank you. How about you?
I'm fine too. Thank you very much. Are you still working from home?
Yes. But tomorrow I'm working from office.
Ah, yeah, the 1st of July.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, then. So, uh, how about your kids and wife? When are they going to go back from Jakarta?
Mm, they plan go back to Sidoarjo on Sunday maybe.
Oh, just right for the first day of school. The first day of school is on the 5th, no?
uh, the next week,
Yeah, the 5th of July.
5th. Oh, yes.
Mm.
But I think Alikma start school uh, next next week. Next two week.
Oh, 2 weeks from now.
Yes. Because Alikma holiday is late than other school.
Ah, I see. So, it means that they will still have 1 week at home.
Yes. They will take a rest at home
Are you
from holiday.
sure they're going to take a rest?
Play at home.
They they're going to play at home. There you go. That's more apt. Okay. So just a reminder that tomorrow is your final test. So today we're going to complete unit 8 and a little bit of review. And I'm going to rehearse how the final test is going to be held. I hope the others are coming. So when you work at home, do you still have to wear your uniform? Or
Yes. I think it become polite if wear uniform.
but you don't have to do a Zoom session, right?
No, if I have an Zoom session, I'm not wearing uniform.
Wait, I'm confused. When you have a Zoom session, you're not wearing a uniform.
No, no.
And yet when you don't have a Zoom session, you wear a uniform.
When I have a Zoom session, I wear uniform.
Oh, I see. Because the other day when Mr. Alex was working from home, he was wearing a t-shirt actually. So I was like, oh, working at home. So there you go. I'm going to ask you something, Mr. Adit. So for the past, how long have we been having this class? 3 months. For the past 3 months. Okay. What's the most difficult things from our, what are the most difficult things from our class that you feel?
The most difficult is pronounce the perfect,
Pronunciation?
yes, pronunciation, and remembering uh, the use of add on and in.
Isn't that easy? It should be like, oh, I should have shown you the triangle. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Triangle, in, on, at. This is if you are a visual learner, this is a very good way to remember. Oh man, hang on, my computer. So this is a good way to remember when to use in, on, at.
In, bigger.
So the biggest one is in, and then the lowest one or the smallest one is at. So when you talked about time, the biggest one should be years, months, decades, weeks. That's when you use in. And then the smallest one should be the time. That's why we say at 9 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. In the middle, you use on. Same with streets or location. When it's the biggest one, you use in.
Okay, I will remember this triangle.
Usually, like I ask my learners, what kind of learners are you? And they go like, what kind of learners? What do you mean? What kind of learners? I mean, do you remember pictures more than you remember sounds, or do you remember text more? What? I don't know. So each of them has their own way of learning. How about you, Mr. Adit? What kind of learner are you?
I think I'm sound or hearing.
Auditory.
Auditory, yeah.
Auditory learner.
Sometimes I play like tausiah on YouTube, and then when I'm work other tasks, and
You
then
remember?
yes, I like hearing.
Ah, I see. So that's probably it then for you. So if we already know what kind of learner we are, it's easier to learn. How about your kids? Do you know what type of learners they are?
I think they are same as me, because
Auditory.
yes, because when they have Zoom or school, they not
Sit
see.
in front of.
Yes.
That
Not
happens a
see
lot.
the laptop.
Yep, yep.
But if I ask them, they can answer because they listening the.
Oh, remember when you talk about listening, you don't have to read the T. So listening.
Listening, yeah, okay, listening.
I'm actually glad that we are having online sessions. So those type of learners are usually handled by their parents. If we have it in the classroom, some of my learners used to roll on the floor.
Oh.
So they go rolling on the floor, and but they do understand because they are auditory learners. So when I ask them, what does it mean, or can you please help me say blah blah blah, they can do it. But those rolling on the floor and annoying other learners, if they're at home, at least their parents, yeah, come on, let's go.
Yes, that's true.
So there is no more information from Al Hikmah about going offline.
Not yet.
Not yet. So still online then.
Yes.
And really, the government has really applied those double mask rules everywhere.
Yes.
So I hope all the kids are safe. Hey, where are the others? Ding, 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 ding. So when you went to Jakarta, did you go anywhere else besides to your brother's wedding?
No, I stayed at hotel near the wedding place.
Mm,
Just at the hotel, and oh the hotel is near the mall, Ion Mall.
mm-hmm.
So I have a dinner on there.
Ion.
Yes.
I see. But I thought, oh, has the government applied that the, if I'm not mistaken, restaurants are not allowed to open after 5 p.m.
Mm, but when I go there, they're still open after 5,
Probably they started this week then.
maybe.
Hello, Mr. Andy. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mr. T.
Oh, there you go. Good afternoon. Hmm, he's still busy.
Uh, the voice behind me, maybe. Okay.
There you go. See, double masks. Oh,
Still double mess.
mm-hmm. Yep. So, what do I want to ask? Oh, yeah, Mr. Andy,
Yes.
have you been anywhere outside your office to the mall or something?
No, just at home.
Just at
At
home. So
home and go to office.
go to the office. I haven't been anywhere also, and I would like to ask the situation. Apparently, nobody has gone out from their home or the office. Ah, nice one then. Okay. Um, is there a meeting or something?
Oh, no. Mr. Rega is behind me.
Ah, I see.
Oh, is the noise?
A little bit, but it's okay. No problem.
Oh,
I thought you were in a meeting or something.
no, no, no.
Hmm. So while we're waiting for your classmates, I hope they can make it. Let's try and do this part. Oh, wait. My screen froze. Okay, there you go. We have a blank conversation here and 6 expressions. Let's try and fill out the blanks with the expressions. I'm going to ask Mr. Randy to do number 2, 4, and 6, and Mr. Adit to do number 1, 3, and 5.
Should I
Yes,
write or
please write your answer, or probably you can number the expressions if you don't want to type too long. Just
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's up to you.
Oops.
Okay, according to Mr. Randy, 4, 2, and 6. And Mr. Adit said this one. I'm going to, oh, I'm going to mark the ones that are correct already. Oh, so sorry. Mm, okay. There you go. So we still have 4 numbers that are incorrect.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try and fix them. Okay. How about number 2, Mr. Andy? Which one is it?
Number two is, can you explain? Maybe.
Can you explain?
Yeah.
Let me
Oh, yeah.
see.
Okay. So number 2 is actually this one. Let me see if I got it
Oh,
right. Yeah. Let me see if I got it. If I become a member now. So I'm going to, and then number 4.
in other words.
In other words, got it. That's number 4. Your number 6 is already Mr. Adit's number 1 though.
Oh, yeah.
So number 6 must be,
Let me see if I got it.
but you said that's number 2. So this is number 2. And as you say, in other words, is number 4. It means that this one, that's right, is number 6.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Now, are you ready to act this one out? Mr. Adit, you're going to be Mrs. Walkner. And Mr. Andy, you're going to be the receptionist.
Okay. Let's start it. Mr. Adit,
Okay.
good afternoon. Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'd like to become a member. Can you explain the procedure? Sorry.
Procedure. Procedure.
Procedure.
Procedure.
Procedure. Can you explain the procedure?
It's very easy. You just fill out the application form to commo- to commemorate our fifth anniversary. We give a 20% discount.
Let me see if I got it. Got it. Sorry. Let me see if I got it. If I become a member now, I'll get a 20% discount.
Yes, that's right, ma'am. The registration fee is 100,000 rupiah. The membership fee for this month is 1,200,000 rupiah minus 20%.
In other words, if the 20% discount, I just pay 960,000 rupiahs, right?
Not exactly, ma'am. Since this is already the fourth of the month, you will pay only half of it.
That's right. If I pay 1,060,000 rupiahs now, I can start using the facilities.
Yes, ma'am. You'll get your membership card right away.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. This one though.
40,
14.
40.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we already talked about the difference between saying this and this one. We have, right?
Yes, first week, I think.
How do you say
Oh.
how do you say this one? The first one.
40.
Got it.
40.
Oh, so you stress the 40.
40.
40.
And then the second one,
14.
there you go. You stress the teen one, 14. So for this one, it's the 14th of the month. Okay.
14th of the month.
And this word?
Nah, itu.
Either. Commemorate.
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 Commemorate. Okay. Any idea what it means?
Nah.
Celebrate.
To celebrate. Got it. To commemorate. So we commemorate our Independence Day on the 17th of August. Commemorate. And this one?
Minus.
Ah, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Randy. Minus. Minus. Okay.
Minus.
Mr. Adit, you're going to be Mrs. Walkner now?
Okay.
Oh, you're going to be the receptionist. So sorry.
Okay. Good afternoon. Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'd like to become a member. Can you explain the procedure?
It's very easy. You just fill out the application form to commemorate our 5th anniversary. We give a 20% discount.
Let me see if I got it. If I become a member now, I'll get a 20% discount.
Yes, that's right, ma'am. The registration fee is 100,000 rupiah. The membership fee for this month is 1,200,000 minus 20%.
In other words, after the 20% discount, I just pay 916,000 rupiah, right?
Not exactly, ma'am. Since this is already the 14th of the month, you will pay only half of it.
That's right. If I pay 1,016,000 rupiah now, I can start using the facilities.
Yes, ma'am. You'll get your membership card right away.
Got it. Oh, by the way, Mr. Randy, how do
Yes.
you say this one?
1,016,000.
16 or 60?
Oh, 60. Yes.
Mm,
60,000 rupiah.
1,060,000 rupiah. Okay. This one though.
Registration.
Got it. So if last session we talked about target instead of target, now this one is actually G instead of G. So registration. And then the last one, don't forget that there is a Y sound, sh sound, membership instead of membership, membership.
Membership.
Membership card.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, by the way, I like it that most of these are linked. For example, can I? Hey, nice one. And then fill out. Yay. I mean, it means that you remember to link the sounds. Success. Got it.
Thank you.
Mr. Alex is here. There. Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Alex.
Good afternoon, Miss. How do you do?
Oh, how do you do or how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. So, hang on. My screen is
I'm sorry I'm late,
freezing.
Miss.
Yeah, it's okay. You're not wearing double masks.
No, I'm wearing 4-layer mask.
Oh.
Seriously, for layers?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what we are. Hang on a second. Okay. We're going to do this one. Work in pairs. Use the cues to create dialogues, asking for explanations and checking your understanding. Okay. So if you take a look at the picture, what can you see in picture number 1?
Video
Broken.
video player.
A broken. Okay. CD player, DVD player, any player. Okay. So it has a price and the model. And then how about the second picture?
Man during the construction.
Got it. A man doing a construction work. And number 3?
Grab of sales.
Got it. So it's actually a man checking sales progress. How about the last one? Sales statistics there. And the last one? The title is No Extra Pay. What do you think it is?
Bribe.
Oh, probably a bribe.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So bribing to enter a university, perhaps. No extra pay. So from these four pictures, I'm going to ask you to choose one picture, and then we're going to try to work a conversation with a partner. Okay. Have you decided which picture you want to use? I'm going to start from Mr. Adit. Have you chosen a picture?
Yes, I choose picture number 1.
Picture number one. Okay, Mr. Andy, you can also choose picture number one, no problem.
Hmm, Picture number 1, 2.
Number one, two. Okay. Oh, so Mr. Andy is going to do two conversations. Picture number one and picture number two.
Oh.
I was just kidding. Mr. Alex,
Picture number 3, I think.
number three. Okay, that's exactly his line of work. Sales, budgeting, and so on. Okay. Mm, Now, this is the deal. We're going to talk about picture number one. So Mr. Adit is going to be Mr. Randy's partner first. You're going to talk about picture number one. And you are going to ask for explanations about this gadget or mechanical
Device.
tool device, yes, and checking the understanding. Okay. Probably you want to talk about the price, no problem. You want to talk about the model, no problem. You want to talk about the functions, no problem. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute to think about what you're going to talk. Okay, ready? Mr. Andy, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I the man who asking to Mr. Adit.
Mr. Adit should be A and you should be B.
Okay.
So, Mr. Adit, you should start the conversation.
Okay. Mr. Randy, could you explain the DVD player model SL200 GTX?
Sure. The DVD player is the new model. The update, the new update from before model uh, is the device can record your your hmm, your movies or your music that you play with this DVD, and the power is more it's more little it's more little it's apa sih.
Oh, he resorts to Indonesian.
Sorry, it's a little than before. um you must you must buy this device because this is Discount, the big discount day. um, uh, do you wanna buy this device, Mr. Adit?
Well, wait a second. Does that device can play high definition movie?
Oh no, this model is can play the HD movies. You need to newest model than SL 200 GTX. Mister.
So it cannot play SD movie.
Yes.
How about the storage? Does it have a storage?
No. It work just read your CD. You know, the device doesn't have storage.
Oh, I see. So I will buy another device. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
of
not
course.
interesting.
Of course, no problem.
Maybe
Okay.
later.
Okay, thank you for asking, Mr. Adit.
Thank you.
Okay. So I was thinking that Mr. Randy was a colleague and not the seller. So suddenly Mr. Randy said, I'm not going to buy the device. What? Speaking of electric power,
Oh yeah.
the expressions that you can use is this one, Mr. Randy. It uses less electric power. It
Oh,
uses less electric power.
it uses less electric power.
So when you say it's a small power, people
Little
get the
power.
idea that people get the idea that this device is not good enough because it's not powerful. But when you say it uses less electric power, then people will get it. Also, Mr. Adit, sorry, I'm not interesting. What's wrong with that?
Not
There you go. Not interested.
Not just that.
interested.
When you say I'm not interesting, it's aku nggak menarik. But when you say I'm not interested, aku
Just
tidak tertarik. Okay, so
Okay, I'm not
Interested.
we use the it instead of ing. By the way, congratulations, you talked about. Yeah, I was thinking that Mr. Randy knows so much about this SL200 GTX. He sounded like the seller. Okay. We're going to continue with Mr. Randy. This time you are going to ask for explanations about this GTX to Mr. Alex. Okay.
Mr. Alex.
Again, you can talk about the price, the model, or the functions.
Hello, Mr. Alex.
Hello, Mr. Randy.
Do you know the device SL200 GTX?
Yes.
Could you explain the device, Mr. Alex?
Yes, that is one of our device that can be some great device because it have it's a DVD player that can be play music, movies, or photo slide, I think. So the SL200 GTX is one of the great device that we can produce.
Oh, that means the device can have a USB function, right?
Yes, It has a USB port and then HDMI plug, HDMI,
Oh,
HDMI, and then you can plug it into your TV, smart TV.
oh, okay. Is it can connect to the output speaker?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's RCA cable, I think, to plug the. There's a green. There's a yellow cable,
hmm,
white and
red. And-
red cable.
Okay.
The yellow cable is for video, and the red and white for the music, for the speaker, I think.
Cable is of one tickets for buying. Yes, you know what I mean.
Yeah, for buying, for the price is 1.7 million, but there's a discount for our store, and they can get it for just 1.5 million
Oh,
rupiah.
really? Just today or
Only for 1 week, I think.
1 week? Okay, I
Yeah.
must fast for buy this device.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wira, for your explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Andy.
Okay.
It will only until 7/7 discount.
7 discount. Yeah.
Yeah. Some things that we need to review. Mr. Alex, don't forget, it is actually HDMI. That's how.
HDMI, yeah.
Yeah.
HDMI.
HDMI. USB, USB. USB, HDMI.
B and HDMI, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Andy, you can ask this about the cable. This is how you can ask the question. Is the cable sold in one package or separately?
Oh, yeah.
Including maybe?
Oh, including is okay.
Okay.
Is the cable included? There you go. Is the
included.
cable included?
Okay, thank you.
Or if you want to use package, just like you used earlier, you can ask, is it sold in one package or separately?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Well done. There's another function differently from Mr. Randy's SL200 GTX, the USB function.
USB function.
Now we're going to use Mr. Alex's picture. Mr. Adit, this time it's for you. You're going to talk about sales statistics with Mr. Alex. Okay, Mr. Alex, you are going to be A. It means that you are going to ask for explanation and confirmation. So checking your understanding later.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Radit.
Hi.
Can we talk about the toll revenue about our company?
Sure.
Sure. Can you explain that the toll revenue January until April, that most of them that not the toll revenue is not reach the plan because of what? If do you know some information?
Okay. I have data that shown the sales of February is higher than January because
Oh,
because on February there's many long weekend. So the um maybe many people go out of town, uh, through the toll road.
Okay. How about our rest area? Is it uh, have a good uh, sales or not?
Of course, because when the sales of or the volume traffic is um, high, uh, the visitor of rest area become high too. Uh, Especially when the people go out of town, the rest area that have most sales is on Jalur B.
I see. Uh, can you help me to distribute our colleague to meeting for tomorrow to discuss about toll revenue and then the rest area sales.
Of course, I can calculate or make a summary of the sales so our college can uh, read it easily.
Yes, because that's still pandemic right now. Maybe we have to review again our revenue and then the rest area sales uh, for our monthly review to the BOD, Mr. Adit.
Okay, I will prepare the data.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adit.
Thank
See you
you,
at meeting.
Kira. See you.
Okay, nice one. Okay, even though Mr. Adit doesn't deal with statistic, sorry, revenue and budgets and so on. Okay. Speaking of data, actually data is plural noun. So usually in writing, you don't say a data.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you just say data. The data shows. The data is okay.
Oh, okay.
The data show. But then in speaking language, sometimes people do think that data is singular. So sometimes you hear data shows instead of data show.
Oh,
So
data shows.
it's okay to treat it as a singular or plural because the singular form is datum.
Data.
So datum and data.
Okay.
Also, is jalur B a name or something?
Yes, a line mungkin maybe.
Ah,
Code.
because if it's a name and the name is jalur B, for example, like Ahmad, yeah, no. What is the Gedangan? For example, Gedangan. You don't change Gedangan into Banana Road or something. It's still Gedangan. But if Jalur B is not a name, then you need to change it into line B or lane B, something.
Oh yeah, I see.
And also this one.
Colleague.
There you go, Mr. Alex got it correctly. So this one is colleague with the G sound instead of J sound. Oh, I haven't shut my sound, have I? Hang on.
Colleague.
Colleague, the G sound. So it's not college, but colleague.
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 Colleague. Justice League.
Yep, colleague.
Finger.
There you go, colleague. G.
Colleague.
If it's with S, of course, it's colleagues.
Colleagues. Oh yeah.
Okay, nice one. Now, as tomorrow is your final test, this is how we are doing the final test of CFE for online learning at LIA. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there you are going to enter the Zoom room 2x2 as partners, and the partners will be decided by the list made by Zoom. So it's 2x2. And you're going to give this kind of situation, for example, like this. And one person is going to be student A and student B. And then after you finish this one, you are going to be switched. For example, student A is Mr. Adit and student B is Mr. Randy. For the second situation, you're going to be switched. Mr. Randy is going to be student A and Mr. Adit is going to be student B. So there are two situations that you are going to that you are going to make into conversations. And you usually only have like 1 minute to study the situation. Okay. So for example, you enter the room and then the proctor will ask will make some small talk to get to know you or to get you relaxed. And then you are going to present this, you are going to be presented with this situation. You have 1 minute to study the situation. And then the proctor will ask you to start the conversation. Okay, can we try this one out?
Okay.
Let's try. Mr. Andy, you're going to be student A. Mr. Alex is going to be student B.
Um, wait. Hello, Mr. Alex.
Hello, Mr. Randy.
Um, uh, do you notice for the presentation that she just showed to us before?
Pardon?
Uh,
Pardon, Randy?
aduh.
Mr. Andy is all tense up. Relax. But the first thing that you need to do when you study the situation, you need to understand some clues. For example, here you have introduced yourself. It means that you cannot greet the other person with the name because you are going to introduce yourself later.
Oh yeah. I see.
It means that you haven't known each other.
Yeah.
Can we restart the conversation, Mr. Andy? Okay. See, make small talk. It means that you just know each other.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
Hello. My name is Randy. I sit behind you at the presentation before. What do you name? What is your name? Sorry.
Oh, my name is Wira. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Can uh, can I ask something about your opinion for the presentation before? Uh, about yeah,
Oh, do you mean about the presentation about the policy of the government?
oh, the presentation about policy of government. Okay. Uh,
I I think they talk about the policy government. It's too fast, I think, because I don't uh, I don't know that I learned so well from that presentation. Did you have something for the presentation? Did you notice something or about the government policy of government?
yes. I think uh, policy, the government policy is too fast for show for kan itu uh, hmm, apply it.
Too fast to
Okay.
making it. Oh
I
yeah.
think, I think the government policy is too fast to apply it to the people. I think the government just need to need uh, just give the 3 days before they apply it this in police. I think.
Oh, maybe we can, hey, Miss Randy, maybe we can ask that guy with a black hat that maybe he learned so well, and then we can learn from him.
I don't
Okay?
think so. He's so he's so I so scary to face them.
Okay. Maybe we can make up our class, and then we can learn the presentation again.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Randy, for
Thank you, Mr. Wira.
having conversation with me. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
I just saved you, Mr. Randy.
You're actually making this too difficult. It should be
Yeah.
yeah, it should be easy if you just follow the steps. So the step is to start a conversation. This is the first step. And then the second one is this part, the third. What you need to know that when you have the test, the oral test, you are going to be graded or scored based on your fluency. So fluency is kelancaran. The
Yes.
more you said the less points that you'll get. And then comprehension. So when you see this type of situation, how can you react to make the conversation? Okay. And then vocabulary. Vocabulary, I think you know a lot of words, so I don't find it too difficult for you to make up the vocabulary. And then the grammar. Let's check the example. Okay, I'm going to give the example. Mr. Adit, you're going to be my partner. Ready?
Okay.
You're going to be student B. I'm going to be student A. Just try and make it simple. So, hey, did you just come from the presentation too?
Yes, I did.
Yep. Ah, I see. Did you like it? What do you think about the presentation?
I think the presentation is quite good. How about What do you think?
Well, I think the presenter was a bit boring, but I don't know.
Uh, s-
Speaking of which, my name is Rosinda. What's your name?
oh, my name is Adit. Do you mm,
Anything. We already talked about this. You can ask
okay.
about jobs, or you can ask about where I come from or the
Do
company.
you do you interesting in science?
Are you interested in
Are
science?
you interested in science?
Well, not really, but unfortunately, my company makes me attend this presentation. How about you? Do you work for a technology or science company?
No, but I like science, like technology, automation, robotic, or something like that.
Let's see. Where did you graduate from?
I'm graduated from uh, economic faculty, but my hobby is science and
Ah,
technology.
I see.
Mm, sorry, I have to go. I have a meeting to attend.
I see. See you later then.
See you.
There, something simple like that. So don't don't think too much like, oh, what should I talk about? What should I talk about? I don't know anything about it. Just relax and study the situation. Make the most thing of the simple situation. Okay. Because the fluency holds the biggest score, if I'm not mistaken. So fluency. There you go. This is the second situation. This time, Mr. Alex is going to be student A. Mr. Adit is going to be student B. Oh, Mr. Adit is already student B. So sorry. Mr. Andy is going to be student B. Mr. Adit is going to be student A.
Okay.
You have 1 minute to study the situation.
Okay.
You
I'm
may
ready.
start.
Hi, Mr. Randy.
Hello, Mr. Adit. Oh, um, what your plan for the next month?
Oh, I have some plan or some program for next month. So, but we should just discuss it first before uh, we work or we mm, do that plan.
Sure.
How about um, Thursday in 9 a.m.?
Um, I I don't really. I'm not really. Maybe we can. Maybe we can discuss for another day. Maybe in Monday at 10 p.m.
Okay, Monday is okay.
Where do we meet?
How about uh, on meeting room number 1?
Okay, I agree.
Oh, please invite Mr. Wira and Miss Ruth to join with us.
Okay, I will invite Mr. Wira and Ms. Ruth for join the meeting next Monday. Okay,
See you
thank
on
you.
Monday.
See you on Monday, Mr. Adit.
Oh, there you go. That's a much fluent conversation, an easier conversation. Don't stress yourself thinking, "Ah, how do I do this?"
Okay.
Oh, speaking of in on app, Mr. Mr. Adit just complained when we started the class that he still cannot remember in, on, and at. And yes, you still use those incorrectly for the conversation. If you remember, Mr. Adit, you said in 9 a.m.
At
At, got
uh,
it. It should be at
at
9 a.m. And then Mr. Randy also said, we're going to talk about it in Monday. What should be the
hello.
correct one?
Hello, yes.
Yep.
Uh,
Instead of in Monday, what should be the correct preposition?
Let me
on
see.
On, got it. So when you talk about days, it's on. On Monday, the time is at, and then the week or month, years, you say in. Also, to join with us. So usually we don't use with join, Mr. Adit,
join,
to join us.
join us. Yeah.
Join us. Other than that, I think you did a good conversation. So just remember not to stress yourself during the conversation. You just need to relax. We already did this kind of conversations during our classes, so it should be not too difficult to make the conversation. Okay, Mr. Alex, are you ready? You're going to be student A. I'm going to be student B. Oh, one more thing, Mr. Andy, you
Yes.
missed this part. Give a reason.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't give a
So,
reason.
yeah.
So that could also be another minus point. So because you need to do this situation according to what's given there. Alex, are you ready? Student A?
Okay. Hi, Mr. Teti. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. How about you, Mr. Andy? Oh, Mr. Alex. Sorry.
I'm fine too. Thank you, Miss Teti.
So tomorrow is another month. Can we meet to discuss our plan for July?
Did you mean the work plan? The work plan?
Yes, for July's work plan.
Oh, July work plan. Okay. How about Monday next week?
Oh, Monday next week. I don't think I can make it though. I have another meeting with Mr. Adit then. Can we just do it on Friday before next week? So Friday this week at around 10 a.m.
All right. Please tell Miss Ruth to join us for our meeting.
Oh, how about the place? Where can we do the meeting?
Oh, because it's just three of us, maybe we can have the inspiring room to our meeting.
Ah, I see. Okay then. I will invite Miss Ruth as well. Okay. See you then, Mr. Alex.
See you, Miss Teddy. Thank you.
There you go.
I'm sorry I have to invite other stuff in the last one.
No, yeah, it should be the
Sorry.
last line, but you actually did it here.
Yeah.
But it's okay. If your partner happens to understand,
Yeah, it's okay.
it's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's the kind of conversation. You don't need to make say like 5-minute conversation. You don't have to do that. As long as you
Okay.
completed the the steps one by one. Yeah, it's perfectly fine to make a short conversation. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to, oh, so sorry. Okay, hang on a second. Let me. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so this is how we actually grade the final test. So number one is comprehension, the way you understand the prompt, what you need to do by reading the situation, that's important. And if you can deal with all the prompts, with all the clues there without difficulties, and you handle the communication effectively, like uh, introduce yourself and you just say, hi, I'm Teti. That's effective. Instead of, oh, so I'm from blah, 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 and my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm blah, blah. That's ineffective. So that's the highest one, understands without difficulty. And then the second one would be fluency. The more you make the pauses, the less fluent your conversation will sound. So instead of there you go. Instead of saying you can try make yourself quiet. Okay. If you're still thinking about what to say next, instead of just stop the and then be quiet for a while. It's okay. And of course, the next one is pronunciation. What Mr. Adit said is the hardest one. As long as you pronounce this word clearly, I think there will be no problem. Okay. Other than one or two errors, for example, like suggestion, and then you say suggestion, probably the proctor will not hear it correctly because this is online and sometimes the connection is not that good. So I think it's fine. Like the next one is vocabulary, as you already know, the vocabulary that we learned, including expressions and so on. Okay. Appropriate vocabulary, for example, like when you talked about electric power, like earlier, Mr. Andy, you talk about it has less power instead of it uses less power. It means that you are not using the vocabulary appropriately. But then again, I don't think we're going to talk about electric powers, so don't worry. It's about something simple. Uses all time appropriate vocabulary. So only these four. You won't even be scored based on your grammar. It's not here. The grammar is not here. So don't worry yourself. The thing that you need to make sure is your fluency and comprehension. Okay, there you go. Fluency and comprehension. I'm going to ask, can I ask Mr. Andy and Mr. Adit to do it one more time? Oh, hang on. I was already Mr. Alex's partner. Mr. Andy, you're going to be my partner now. Mr. Alex and Mr. Adit are going to be partners later. Okay. We're going to try this one. Ready, Mr. Andy? The first conversation. We're going to try again.
I'm as a student A or B.
Were you student A or B in the first?
The first student A, yes.
Student A, okay. So let's try with student A again. So you can be sure that you don't make the same mistakes.
Hmm. Okay. Uh,
Okay, ready, Mr. Andy?
okay.
Go on then.
Aku tahu.
Hmm. Oh, I think the presenter is so fast. I don't really know what the presentation cause of it.
Ah, yeah, I feel that way too. What do you think about the pronunciation? I think he has a very thick accent. I can hardly understand his English.
Um, Sorry, you can repeat.
Oh, what do you think about the presenter's pronunciation? I think he has very thick accent, so I cannot understand his English well. What do you think?
I agree with you because uh, because mm, because the presenter just have the thick accent. By the way, my name is Randy. What is your name?
Oh, so sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Tati. So where are you from, Mr. Andy?
I'm from JSM at Sidoarjo. Uh, what about you?
Well, I work at LIA at the moment. We're a language institution. Have you ever heard of it?
I have ever heard, Leah. But I forgot where the Leah place.
Oh, it's at Gayung Sari 1, number 79. Speaking of JSM, it is Jasa Marga Surabaya Mojokerto, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, and where do you have the head office?
Uh,
Where's the office of JSM?
oh, JSM is it's on Jalan Raya Taman Plaza, Parung. Yeah,
Oh, so it's in Waru. I
yes, in
see.
Parung.
Oh, my friend is calling. So sorry, I have to leave now.
Okay, thanks. Oh, okay. Okay, nice for giving conversation with you, Miss Tati.
There you go.
Thank
Nice
you.
talking to you too. Wait. You don't have to say thank you. That's so Indonesian.
Oh,
Or you can just say nice talking to you or nice to meet you. It's
oh,
a pleasure to meet you. Remember, that's what we talked about in the first unit. So when you have a new acquaintance, new colleague, try not to say thank you after the introduction. Just say nice to meet you or nice talking to you or it's a pleasure to meet you because it's so Indonesian to say thank you. Okay.
okay.
Mr. Adit, Mr. Alex, we're going to try this one again. Okay.
Okay.
Both of you were B earlier. So I'm going to ask one of you to be A. Up to you. Who's going to be A?
Me.
Got it.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Alex.
No, you don't. You don't know me.
Oh yes,
See, you
sorry.
forgot. You need to introduce yourself.
Sorry,
Can I
sorry.
add something? If we made if we made this mistake, how do we get?
you, you can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I repeat from the beginning, please?" Or something like that.
You don't know me, Mr. Adit.
I'm stalking your social media.
Stalker. Okay.
Okay, let's start again. Hi, what do you think about International Conference of Management last?
Oh, the presentation is so boring. I think it's too long, and then I don't get it. Why it's too long? How about you?
I think the presenter have uh, many idea for implemented to our company. Oh, by the way, my name is Adit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Wira. Nice to meet you, Mr. Adit.
Nice to meet you too.
Maybe the presentation make me too boring for me. Maybe I have meeting and I have some other job and makes my I'm so sleepy. Maybe it doesn't bring me to a good presentation. I'm sorry.
Um, do you did you take some food on that conference? I think the food is very nice.
Oh, I take the fried rice with the egg. It's so nice and so spicy, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I have another. I have a call, and I have to end this conversation. As you can.
See you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
There you go. So remember, small talk can be about anything except the marital
Presentation.
status,
Yeah, yeah.
salary, and company's secrets or company's personal things. So other than that, you're free to make small talk. Like, where did you go for the last holiday if you happen to go that way, or even the food that you eat, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have 5 more minutes, and this is our last reflection because this is the last session. So I am going to ask for your reflection for the whole class, for the whole CP3. What do you want to complain? What do you want to take from our sessions? What do you want to say more? This is your time to tell me everything.
Okay, let me first.
Okay.
My reflection about all session is I like the material or the what did it say? Wait. Subject ya. Subject. It can be it usually used on daily or on office conversation. So it very useful, and that I want to study more is conversation when I become a tourist.
Oh.
There's no on CV3.
Oh man.
Maybe I saw Regis more CV4 or CV another CV.
Oh, about tourism. Okay.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
Okay,
Or
thank you, Mr. Adit, for your reflection. More about tourist thing. Okay. Mr. Andy, Mr. Alex?
Okay, my reflection about this English conversation with Leah is so nice and so good. Glad to have you as a what do you call lecture?
Facilitator.
Oh,
Ah,
facility, yeah, facility
facilitator
for
is fine.
facility for our English lesson conversation. Thank you very much, Miss Teti. We're doing great for what these 2 months, maybe
Almost 3 months.
almost 3 months. Yeah,
Yep.
almost 3 months. Have a great English lesson, and you give me that confidence that I have to talk with someone in my with my colleague in office, maybe with Miss Ruth and then Mr. Randy. Sometimes we have English conversation
Nice
about
to hear that.
our job, our it, and then maybe this is my first time English conversation class in my office, because there is no English conversation class in my other place before, an office, I think. And then the hardest part is always the what do you call, not the vocab, but the other
Grammar?
yeah, always my my point is always grammar. The hardest part is Hassan, or there's the other time that I thought about the biggest companies.
The biggest companies.
Yes, something like that. That my my weakness on
You still
English.
find it as a weakness.
Yeah, I still found it about my weakness, but most of them they very good. Maybe the key to be, if you want to make a small talk, great conversation, you have to be confident. You have, yeah, you don't have to be stressed. Stress. Stress to,
Exactly.
yeah, stress to doing conversation, and then maybe if you don't have many vocabulary, you can just easy small talk, and then and you can end conversation. Maybe something like that, Miss.
Oh, thank
But
you
thank
very
you very much,
much.
Miss Teti, to uh, make my English very well in 3 months.
Thank you. Thank you for being such a confident learner. So I'm glad that all of you are active learners. You spend most of the time speaking instead of uh, being silent. So thank you so much for being an active learner.
Thank you, Miss Teti.
Mr. Randy, any complaints, anything that you want to probably say for further improvement, maybe?
No complaint, but I want to thank you first to Miss Leah for the as facilitator from Leah to teach to all of us about English conversation. I have learned a lot about ling sound and then the how to fluently with English conversation and the other. Uh, um, at the home, I uh, try to conversation English with my wife too. So yes, I try to make the English conversation with my wife. Mm, uh, and I need to say sorry when I make a mistake. Maybe we can make in another time. Mr. T. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Randy. I'm glad that you actually do more than just speaking English in this situation, in this Zoom sessions, and you took it better with speaking it with your wife. So well done. Keep it going, I hope. So you can speak English with your wife, because the more you use the language, the more confident you will be with the language itself. So I hope all of you keep using English somehow, probably with your kids, probably with your wife, or probably in the office. So you will feel more confident, and it will be easier for you to speak English. Okay, so thank you so much for joining the session for the past, almost 3 months. If I have any mistakes, I'm asking for apologies. So I hope, if I'm not mistaken, your proctor will be Miss Ria, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to switch as proctors. I don't know. Let's see tomorrow. Okay. So thank you so much for joining today's session. I'll
Thank you.
see you when I see you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
Mr.
Thank
bye.
you,
Randy.
Mr. T.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.